Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome back to the annual holiday special. Now, this year, we're getting back to our roots because we're going to be taking a look at an official Windows XP winter-themed pack, and this one is the Winter Fun Pack from exactly 20 years ago. So back in 2004, you could have downloaded this from Microsoft's website, and I gotta be honest, this pack is pretty lame when you compare it to the ones from prior years because there's just not as much stuff in here. For example, the Winter Fun Pack from 2003 had stuff for Windows Media Player, Movie Maker, there was a screensaver, a wallpaper changer, even some games. This time around, the majority of the stuff in here is for Windows Media Player, so it includes holiday visualization, skins and power toys for Media Player 10, holiday music auto playlist for Media Player 10, the wallpaper changer is back, and there is a power toy for Windows XP Media Center 2005, which was, not the most popular XP edition, shall we say, so most people didn't even get to experience that at all. Now, it is noteworthy that all this stuff apparently has been updated for Windows Media Player 10 because that was out at this time, and it just finished installing and launched the launcher application for us. The notable thing is that they have reused a lot of assets from the 2002 and the 2003 packs. So the only new visualization for Windows Media Player that's in here is the White Cap Holiday Edition. Ice Storm is from 2003, and Yule Log is from 2002. So yeah, it's kind of lame, like I said, and this was the last Winter Fun Pack that Microsoft released for Windows XP, so I kind of get the vibe that they just threw this together last minute and called it a new thing. So we're going to go into Media Player. Now, I do have a few pieces of music that I can actually play on this channel, so we'll start out with what's become known as the MJD time-lapse music around these parts. This is Rest by Otis McDonald. And so the way that the White Cap, because that's the one that it just has selected here for us, the way that this one works is there's only one option, and that's random. So it's just going to randomly select one of the visualizations that it has. You can't choose them, which is kind of weird. But yeah, so we'll just have this play here. It does take a little while for it to show up, and I'm sure that, depends on the speed of the, computer that you're doing it on, but yeah, so here it is. Here's one of the visualizations. I don't know what it's called. I don't know how many come with it, because I don't believe it even says in here. It just says White Cap Holiday Edition. Oh, there it is. Nearly 20 stunning holiday images, so not even, I guess not even 20, that explode in vivid colors to get you a festive spirit, or get you in a festive spirit. See a snowman, candy cane, shooting star, and more. So you have to just, if you want a new one, you got to change the visualization, go back to this one, and then hit play again, and it will, yeah, so now you got some green and red stars going on. That's kind of cool. It also takes a while for the background to go away for some reason. Let's see if we can get the snowman, because that's the one in here that I actually would like to see. So hopefully it's not going to just, use one that we've already seen. Let's try that again. I'm hoping that it actually gives us a new one each time, but it is randomly selecting them, so it could just pick one that we've already seen. But yeah, that's a weird choice. I don't know why they wouldn't let you choose from the nearly 20 that they've got in here. Supposedly, anyways. So yeah, let's maybe do this a couple more times, and then I am gonna go through all the all the reused stuff just for the heck of it. it has been a couple years since we took a look at the 2003 and 2002 packs, so for those of you who missed those videos, you'll kind of see what, or some of the stuff that came with those packs anyway. So yeah, here's another, again, I have no idea what these are called because they don't have the names. So yeah, this will be the last one. Let's see if we get the snowman. Okay, we got some snow. Got some snowflakes. That's close. So, yeah, you got a bunch of winter visualizations there. And then we have the ice storm visualization, which just has these, icicles. Oh, I just accidentally hit the pause button on the keyboard. Yeah, it just has these icicles, popping up and down from the bottom. So, to the beat of the song. And you just have this static background. Again, I even think I said this in the 2003 video. This one is kind of lame because it's not, there's not as much movement. You just have this static background. The Yule log one is the exact same story. First of all, something that's interesting, when you have the video paused, or the song paused, you just get the static image, right? When you hit play, it completely changes to this animated, fireplace. And it's really like having some fun there, isn't it? Just bouncing up and down super fast. But yeah, like that, it's just kind of strange how it just is this static. I mean, I guess it's just kind of like a placeholder image. I think I even talked about this a little bit in the 2002 video when we took a look at this for the first time. So, I mean, yeah, you got 3 visualizations for Windows Media Player. All this stuff was free, so at the end of the day, you can't really complain too much. But I would have liked to see, some more, some newer stuff that wasn't just reused from previous packs added in here. And you're going to see that as we go throughout this pack. So next up are the skins for Windows Media Player 10. We've got a Frostbite skin. This was in 2003. We have the Ice skin. This was in 2002. Then we have, for some reason, Halo 2, which is not a winter-themed thing whatsoever, but this game was released on November 9th, 2004, so I'm guessing this was kind of thrown in here as just a promotional thing to remind people that, hey, Halo 2's out, maybe you should buy it. But it just doesn't fit with the rest of the skins in here whatsoever. Now, to be fair, the 2003 pack did have skins for Half-Life 2 and Need for Speed, but it was under an extras category, so it was like kind of implying that it wasn't necessarily going to be winter stuff under that option. So yeah, it's just a weird inclusion to have Halo 2 in here. And then you've got Ginger Woman and Ginger Man. Both of these were in 2003 as well. So there's no new winter skins. But we do have the Halo 2 one, which is just, yeah, pretty bizarre. So let's go back into my music folder. Let's just open up Acid Jazz by Kevin MacLeod. And to change the player skin, we're going to right click on the title bar here, go to View, go to Skin Chooser, and so yeah, here's all your different skins. So we're going to start out with, we'll just go down the list in here, we'll start with Frostbite. I always liked these Media Player skins. I just think they gave a fun personality to Windows Media Player, and there were so many of them available, which is why it's pretty bizarre that Microsoft just reused older ones from the previous winter packs. Yeah, you can right click, we go back to full mode here, and we'll take a look at the Ginger Man one and apply that. So here you go. You got his ornament here with all the actual controls on it. I don't think these aren't buttons, but you do have your, close and minimize buttons over there. So yeah, this one honestly is not as visual or as active as some of the other ones that I've seen, but it's still kind of cool. Go back to full mode here. Ginger Woman is a pretty similar one. This one actually has a more, got the controls kind of spaced out a lot, and her mouth also like changes as you. Oh yeah, as you mouse over it. That's right. It kind of takes a bite out of it. I don't think the Ginger Man one does that, and you'll have to forgive me if I mentioned all this in the previous videos because it has been a little while since I've taken a look at these. Yeah, this one does not do the whole bite thing. That's interesting, but yeah. So you got those two. We'll go back to full mode. We'll take a look at the Halo 2 one. I mean, I guess why not? Oh gosh, we got the menu theme going on just from having it open. Does it just play that like as? Okay, I guess it plays that when you apply the skin, and you have these. Yeah, that, honestly, I'm going to be real. That's kind of obnoxious, having that sound effect play every time you hit the play and pause button. Is that every single button in here? I think it is. Yeah, that's... Alright, let's open up another piece of media. Let's go back to my music. I've got Bet on It, which is my outro track. So we'll play that. Okay, so some of the sound effects are different. So that's your show playlist one. And the, like, EQ thing. And the... okay, so yeah, that sound effect's reused for a couple things. And... yeah, so... I don't know. It's kind of bizarre to have it play the Halo menu music when you apply the skin. Does that happen, like, if you have the skin applied and you open the player? Like, let me just close out of it. Where are the close controls? Uh, oh, okay, that closes the shutter. Okay, so you got that. That's kind of neat. And here's the closed controls up here that is kind of blended in. So Windows Media Player is closed. Let's open it back up. It's gonna do that every single time you open it. Okay, like seriously? That's like, and it also takes a while for the shutter to open, so you can't even get to all these controls if you want to just immediately like open it and play whatever, you know, was last. Oh my god, and look at that. If you play before the menu music starts playing, it just plays the menu music over the song that you're playing. That is so weird. What the heck, Microsoft? Like, really? You guys couldn't figure that out? Okay, so yeah, you gotta wait a couple seconds. But still, again, if I open it up and immediately hit play... and then also, like, the shutter. Now, this is the open and close shutter button. Which also stop. Oh, and well, that just kind of glitched there. But yeah, like it just I don't see that's kind of unnecessary to like hide all these controls behind like an animation that has to play when you first open it up or switch into skin mode. Yeah, honestly, I thought I was gonna like this one because I am a fan of Halo, but I don't really like this. I would not use that at all. That sucks. Okay, let's go back to the skin mode here. And oh, not that. I want to go to the skin chooser. Oh my gosh. Okay, switch to full mode. Go to view skin chooser. Okay, and the last one that we've got in here is the ice skin, and this is from the 2002 pack. So, you know, kind of cool. Definitely winter themed for sure. You've got these two clusters. You got your controls scattered around here. For, you know, close, maximize, all that stuff. You can show the equalizer playlist. And you got your... where is the seek bar, by the way? Is that... I think that's right here. Yeah, that's it. So... yeah. I mean, obviously, people are going to have different tastes when it comes to this stuff. So, then that was the nice thing of just having so many skins available. So, yeah, those are the skins for Windows Media Player 10. Let's hop back to the main page and take a look at Power Toys for Windows Media Player 10. Now, thankfully, there is one new addition in here, and that's the Song Signature plugin, which sounds like a way to basically attach to the end of an email you send what song is currently playing on your desktop. So, you know, I guess maybe somebody would like to use that. But yeah, so that's the thing in here. But the Holiday Music Auto Playlist Pack, we saw this in 2003. And the Media Info Exporter plugin, we also saw this in 2003. So yeah, we'll start out now. Of course, we have to go back into Media Player and just, you know, access these from there. So we'll open this back up and switch back to full mode. And if we right click and go to tools, I believe it is, plugins. And so yeah, you got the media info exporter. We'll start with that. Now this one is very simple. All it does is it exports your music. You can go to properties here. It just creates a file, basically a list of all of your songs, you know, with title, artist, album, rating information, all that good stuff. So, you know, I've got a couple. I mean, we just have the, you know, 2 default sample tracks that come with Media Player, and we got Bet on It and Acid Jazz here. So yeah, you know, if you had like a ton of music and wanted an easy way to get a list of all that, you could do that through this plugin. Again, not winter related, but it's definitely useful. And then the other one, we only have that other option in here for the Song Signature plugin. So we'll just apply this. Now, I don't have email set up on here, so I don't really know. Okay, well, there is a README file. So let's click on this and just kind of see how it would work. So yeah, I imagine, yeah, you have to use Outlook 2003 or Outlook Express. There you go. So it just tells you, I'm listening to this song in Windows Media Player 10, and that will, you know, change depending on what you're listening to, obviously, so we can go to Bet on It. Create mail. There you go. I mean, I'll be honest, that's kind of cool. It kind of adds a little bit of personality, you know, to your emails. You know, that could be kind of fun. So yeah, that's, again, not winter related at all, but kind of cool. And you're going to probably hear me say that for a lot of the stuff in here. So yeah, we'll just get out of Outlook Express. I know, didn't send, whatever. And then we have the Holiday Music Auto Playlist Pack. Now, what this basically does is it just, if you had a bunch of holiday music on your computer, you could run through this auto playlist. It would automatically curate a playlist for you based on the songs that you had. So that way you wouldn't have to go through and manually do that. This can be accessed by going into My Music, My Playlists, Winter Fun Pack 2004, and you got Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. This is exactly the same way it was when we saw this in 2003. And, you could open up one of these playlists, and obviously there's going to be nothing in here because I don't have any Christmas songs on this computer, but you could, in Windows Media Player, go down here to Auto Playlists, Christmas All, and then, this, actually, we can just view this by going to Library, and then, yeah, so here's all your auto playlists, and you can see, it's got other stuff in here, too, that just come with Windows Media Player on its own. This just adds these holiday-themed ones. So, hey, that's actually something holiday related. I'll give him that. But yeah, those are the power toys for Windows Media Player 10. So last but not least, we've got the add-ons for Photos, Media Center, and more. This is the closest thing that we get to taking a look at something that is not Media Player related. So we go in here, we've got that wallpaper changer. So this, they don't even give you the option to launch it from here. For some reason, you have to go into all programs, into the Winter Fun Packs folder, and then here it is. The only other program in here, there is that README as well. But yeah, so basically the way this works is this is a wallpaper slideshow. So you can choose a folder. By default, it's got 6 images in here, and these are, thankfully, new to the 2004 pack. The 2003 pack had the same exact program, even down to the version number, because if you click on About here, version 1.0 2003.00.001, they didn't even make updates to this program whatsoever, but you do have some new images in here, which is kind of nice, so there's that. But yeah, so you would select, how often you want the wallpaper to change, what the background would be if the image is not going to take up your whole desktop. And you got, some other options. You can do like a full screen slideshow of all the images as well. And you can just pick any folder, in here. This is why this is kind of interesting to theme this to be a winter program. You can, and you were sort of, I guess, meant to use this program throughout the entire year, because one of the features of it is it has the ability to override the slideshow on a particular day. And the way that's done is if you go into My Pictures, into this folder, and into this folder, you have a folder for every single day of the year. So if you want on a particular day to not have the slideshow show up, you just paste an image in that folder, corresponding to the day. And so you could theoretically use this program to have a new wallpaper every single day of the year if you want to take the time to go through here and paste, a photo in every single one of these folders, which is, kind of a convoluted, not so user-friendly way of doing that. It would have been nicer just to have like a menu from within the program where it's like, hey, on this day, I want this folder to show up, instead of having to move your own pictures around or make copies of them. Next up, you have Tweak MCE 2005. This is basically, if you guys saw my video on Tweak UI from back, I don't know how many years ago, this is basically that, just geared towards XP MCE. It was actually a part of the Power Toys set of applications for XP MCE, which we've not taken a look at yet. I've got that written down. I should probably get around to doing that video, and I figured this would be better saved for that video because it just goes along with that better. It's a weird inclusion to have it again in a winter pack. I know I've said that like 20 times, I'm sorry, but it's just, there's so much stuff in here that's like, why is this in here? So yeah, we're not going to be able to explore this because we don't have XP Media Center Edition installed, like most people that probably downloaded this pack. Moving on, we've got the bonus plus Dancer LE. Why this is listed as a bonus, I have no idea, because this is actually a winter thing. This is Chris the Holiday Dancing Elf. Okay, I guess it's listed as a bonus because it's a separate download, so you have to just manually get this. And then you've got Photo Story 3 for Windows, which you have to download as well. So let me do that really quick. Alright, so we got both of those copied over. We're going to start with the Chris Dancer LE. Now, if you remember from my Microsoft Plus Digital Media Edition video, it did include the Plus Dancer, which you had a bunch of different, like, dancer people in there. And yeah, it's just a little desktop thing. I mean, you guys have probably seen this before. It's a little desktop thing that shows up. while you're playing music, and it just dances around. This is basically a limited version of that only has this Chris Holiday elf dancer, and it's just a big advertisement for the full version of Microsoft Plus. So it tells you right here you could buy it for only $19.95. So we're gonna start Dancer LE, and yeah, he'll just do his thing, and just goof around and whatever. But yeah, you see under Select Dancer, you only have Chris Medium, and all these other options are grayed out. And yeah, he's doing the Macarena now. Like, he's got a whole thing going on as if there's still some song playing in the background. Like, oh my god, man. So yeah, that is the Chris Dancer. So next up, the last thing we've got in here is Photo Story 3 for Windows. Now, we saw this in 2003, but that was version 2 of Photo Story, so at least they put a new version in here, or rather a link to a new version that you had to download. So we'll go ahead and run this MSI file, and we'll just run through this really quickly here. So basically what this does is it lets you create a story from a bunch of photos by adding like effects and stuff to it. You can have music in the background as well. So we'll begin a new story. We'll import, we can import all these winter photos in here at the bottom. So we'll get these 6, and we can import the sample photos because those are the only other things that I have on here. So sample photos coming in, and you can arrange them like however you want them to show up. So we can just randomly do this, and yeah, you can add like effects to them. So we could say, I don't know, Merry Christmas or whatever, and then you can change the alignment of it, you can change the color, blah blah blah, and do that for every single photo. Then you have the ability to do audio narration, so you can put a backing track. You can even create your own music. Oh my gosh, check this out. Okay, so we got some styles here. Let's select piano. Let's do sad. Let's do a sad piano song. So you can't create music. It's just picking from a like predefined set of tracks, I guess. I mean, well, okay, I guess you have like some tempo options and intensity. I don't know, when it said create music, I thought like, oh crap, are we gonna be able to go through and like do a bunch of stuff? I mean, no, but hey, you got some stuff in here you can do, so that's nice. Or you could just select a track like I did. We can preview that, and so here it is. So there it is. Gotta love Chris down there doing a pole dance now. So yeah, once you had that all configured the way you want, you hit next, and then you can choose how you want to send it to people. You can even send it to your pocket PC or a smartphone. You can change the quality settings. So you got a bunch of those in here. And we'll just hit OK, next, and then it will build the story for us. And then I think it just, okay, well, it takes us to this like finish screen, and then we can hit on view the story. And there you go. That's Photo Story 3 for Windows, and those are all of the things that come with the Winter Fun Pack 2004 for Windows XP. It still feels like they just really threw this thing together last minute, which honestly I would have liked to see a little bit more effort on Microsoft's part. But like I said, it was free and people could have downloaded it. Maybe you downloaded it. Let me know down in the comments if you used this thing back then and what you thought of it. But that is going to wrap it up for the annual Christmas special for 2024. I want to wish everybody a very happy holiday season. I hope everybody's having a great time out there. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.